Okay, hello all you crazy people out there. My name is Dragonite, and welcome back to Bravely Default 2. We have just lost an old friend. We have left the tutorial, prologue, whatever you want to call it, and we have entered Chapter 1.
The city is just up ahead. Savalon's ties with my own kingdom go back generations. I have made the journey here from Musa many times.
Any idea how the water crystal might have wound up here?
No, sadly. But I have no doubt that King Orion will lend us his aid in finding it, if the rumors Sir Sloane heard were true.
You okay, Gloria?
I am fine. Come. We must be on our way.
Alright, so we're going to, we have confirmed basically that we're going to the town up ahead. There is a party chat, which I can read. Next stop, Savalon. I hope Gloria is okay after everything that happened. Oh, I've been meaning to ask you something, Your Highness. Me? Of course. What is it? I've not been to Savalon before. What's it like? You mean, what are the taverns and food like, right? You're one to talk about food. Not a bit of it. I'm a scholar, remember? I like to get a thorough understanding of a place before I pay it a visit. I don't think you're fooling anyone, Elvis. Well, I'm not wanting to know about the food and that, I suppose. Well, I'm not okay, double negatives. I am wanting to know about the food. What's it like? Savalonian food and drink? Let me think. Well, one or two things did make quite an impression on me. I seem to recall a juice made from cactus and citrus fruits that were really rather delightful. Tart, but well-rounded. Wow, that does sound kind of delicious. Ha! I knew it. You want to know about our eating and drinking prospects just as much as I do. No, I don't. Yes, you do. Well, I do. I didn't even know you could juice a cactus. Right? Great. Why don't we all go try some when we get there? That does sound nice. Yes, I'd like that. Alrighty then. Now we can finally get excited about hitting the desert. Let's get a move on, shall we? Alright, let's do this. Move out, everyone. They're such thoughtful people. Thank you, all of you. Let's see. By the way, future self, remember to go and look this up. I kind of have to know. Is the voice actor for Horton, the guy who we just beat up not too long ago, the same as the voice actor for Bon Clay in One Piece in the English Funimation dub?
Hey.
Because I guess... I'm sure there are more than one voice actors on Earth who could, like, do that with their voice, but it did sort of remind me of Bon Clay. The town is over there. This is a desert ruin. I believe this was a dungeon. I mean, of course it's a dungeon. I believe it's a dungeon I've been in the demo, and probably, like, gotten hurt very badly in. But we'll have a look. By the way, how close is telephone? It's not even election season. We're getting, like, political donation phone calls, like, every single day. It's a little ridiculous. You wonder how much of their donation money they spend on calling people and asking them to donate more, honestly. Anyway, I am only a couple job points away from level 5 on White Mage, at which point I will have that fancy ability. After that, I'll probably switch Drago back to Vanguard the way he was, and maybe I'll give Gloria the Monk. I don't think the, Gloria doesn't have any MP replenishing abilities. I don't think, the Monk has that many abilities that actually use MP. There are a couple that looked like they consumed extra BP. There are a couple that, looked like they consume your own health. We'll see. After that, who knows? What's this? Is something gonna happen if I step on this? Okay, we're just getting in a fight. Are you seriously 7 job points away from a job level there? Alright, that was pretty long and annoying. That took a while. Again, blind is the objectively worst status in video games. Alright, well, I was hoping that would be what gives me the level 5 White Mage and all that, but apparently not. I also saw that, I think there is a freelancer ability that allows... I think Elvis has it. There's a freelancer ability that allows, defaulting to recover MP. Is it this one? Is it? Nope. Wait. Is it lunar power? No. Alright, so how is Elvis... How is Elvis recovering his MP when he defaults? Does everyone do that? I don't know. Whatever. Do I want to go in here? I kind of want to go back to town. I'm sure I'll get into a fight on the way out. Alright, let's move on. There's plenty to discover on the overworld right now, and I'd be very surprised if we're not going to go into that dungeon as part of the story anyway. The speed at which your next turn comes around will depend on the action you did previously. Okay, so that's kind of like active timey, I guess. You are glowing red. I think I should probably not get into a fight with you. It has just ticked around to night. That is a bronze bangle. I'm not in so much trouble health-wise, but Elvis is running out of MP, and he's like my primary damage dealer right now, so maybe this isn't the best time. All right, let's just go to town. Ooh, big scorpion. Big scorpion. Many things chasing me, by the way. Many things chasing me. Okay. Over here. Let's come in this way and enter town. Let's see what 10-minute cutscene are we going to be facing now. Oh, there's a recommended equipment button? That's nice. That'll save me a lot of time.
Not good, I'm afraid. The lower floors are entirely submerged.
Are we to be left with nowhere to live at all? What then?
You're about to be made homeless, you say? Ah, come on now. I'm sure it can't be as bad as all that.
Crikey. What is it, Elvis?
Whoa.
An oasis in the desolate desert, Savalon.
Well, it certainly looks like whoever took the water crystal came here.
It certainly does.
Alrighty. Best go and have a wee word with the king then, eh?
Is that really such a good idea, Elvis?
Eh? Why would it not be?
Well, he's an important man, and you have a habit of putting your foot in your mouth.
I know exactly what to say to the great and the good, thank you very much. I am the great and the good. Nobility, born and bred.
You're kidding, right? You.
Don't look so surprised. You think I'd never mentioned it before?
You haven't mentioned it before. Do you think I'd forget something like that?
Really? Well, if I didn't, it's because it's not important. We're all the same underneath, eh?
I cannot believe you sometimes.
Don't be like that. But tell you what, I'll let you in on some noble knowledge by way of an apology. Kings, lords, emperors, all those sorts, they deal with more scheming and intrigue on the average day than most folks do in a lifetime. Which means they tend to be surrounded by backstabbers and spies. We need to be on our guard.
Awkward. Adventuring tips 3. Ward lights and treats. Have you tried using a ward light yet? No. What on earth is a ward light? Oh, the repels. There's another useful item you might want to find. Monster treats. I did see these too. If I do want to level grind, or anything of the sort, which is generally something to be avoided, but if I do want to, I can try and use some of those treats. Alright, this is Savalon. This is the town that's going underwater. The Venice of the desert, or whatever I just called it. There's a party chat. Let's see what this party chat has to say. Things could be worse. That's an interesting thing to say when you're in a town that's in the middle of flooding out. Jings, I'm sweating buckets here. Reckon I'm getting too old for this game, you know. Nonsense. I don't doubt that Sir Sloan would have crossed the sand with ease. Oh, I didn't mean to complain. Still, a drop or two of rain wouldn't be amiss around these parts, eh? No doubt the locals would agree with you. I believe the Savalonians say that a drop of rain here is more precious than a sapphire. Aye. I suppose they don't see many of them, eh? Heh. And they're not the only ones, huh? What's got into you all of a sudden? Well, I was just thinking that the stories Sailor Boy here, about the story that Sailor Boy here told us, about when the wind died down when he was out at sea and he got stranded in the doldrums. Bet you'd have given a sapphire or two for a drink of water back then, eh, laddie? Water, water everywhere, not a drop to drink. I compared it with that. I've got nothing to worry about. Haha. I suppose it is important to try and put things in perspective sometimes. There it is, Your Highness. That it is. I suppose we have not developed a water purification technology yet in order to desalinate everything that's just completely soaked in the ground in the lower level of the city. I do remember this from the demo. I do remember that this town was like going underwater and that there were houses down there, except they're not houses down there anymore because they're kind of underwater. All right. We'll try and work that out. Can you see it? Can you see the magnificent house rising out of the water? Well, that is my house. I spent an enormous fortune on it. And now half of it is submerged. I suppose I can only laugh. That's certainly one reaction you can have. Where's the inn? I think the inn is down this way. I cannot go through there? Okay. Does that mean I have to talk to Cutscene or something? Okay, you're just my party members? I guess, it seems like in town my party members are kind of scattered around the town. They're not actually with me the way they are in the overworld. Takes 2 hands to wield a bow, but as a result its power is greater than that of a one-handed weapon. Also, you can't wear a shield. Yep, I remember that. Bows are pretty good. I like bows. I don't think I've picked any up yet, but I do like bows. Stop! That! Stop! God! We're very good in this game at talking to NPCs when I don't want to, and not talking to NPCs when I do want to. You look like you're selling something. I'm gonna talk to you later. This is Gloria. Gloria? Adele. Names are hard. Something about spies and backstabbers. Something. Water is the most precious commodity in the kingdom. I see a treasure chest out there. Can I get that? Is there an underground passage that'll come out that door and allow me to get to that treasure chest? I didn't read a word of this. I stopped. No, for God's sake, I stopped reading this text the instant she talked about status because I've had enough people talking about status. I've had enough loading screens in this game talking about status. I played RPGs before. I think I know how status works. What's this? Oh, exploration. So there's going to be one in every town. Alright, well, I will, I guess, do that the next time I turn the game off. I'd already completely forgotten about that.
We wish to speak with the manager. Where is Lord Bernard?
Hey, folks! First of all, I want to say what a huge pleasure it is to have so many of you with us today. Thanks for coming out.
Is that Orpheus? The bard?
Never mind your thanks. Tell us what you're going to do about the water.
People are saying it is Lord Bernard's fault. That the waterways he dug beneath the city are the cause of the floods. Is this true?
Mr. Orpheus, sir! Could you please ask Lord Bernard to come and address the crowd? We simply wish to know the truth of the situation. Surely he owes us that much at least.
The truth, eh? Wow, that's a big one. But what is truth, really?
Less of the theatrics. Just go and get him, will you? We will not be fobbed off with an appearance from one of his lackeys. Hear, hear!
Bring it out! Bring it out!
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, folks, but Lord Bernard can't be with us today. Look, I can see that you guys are pretty unhappy. It doesn't take an empathetic genius to sniff the discontentment on the wind. So how about I sing a little something to put your minds at ease? It's a future classic, I promise. You
had better be joking, minstrel.
She's the jewel of the desert, the city in the sand. She's pretty and pleasant, and her people, they are grand. Come on, smile and be happy, my June-dwelling friends, because the hard times you're suffering from, they're coming to an end. Oh, my heart goes out to all of you, and so does my song. Yeah, my heart goes out to all of you. Now please, just move along.
He's right. We should return to our homes.
Yes, we must do as the bard says.
But, wait! Where are you all going? What in heaven?
Wowie zowie! They weren't kidding when they said these asterisks were something else. I brought the house down.
You're...
Whoa! Princess Gloria! Is it really you? Have I even seen you since the Musa days? It is an honor, a pleasure, and a privilege as ever, Your Highness.
Spare me your fawning pretenses. I would prefer an explanation of what you just did to those poor townspeople.
What do you mean? I saw some people in need of a little lift, so I sang them sweet, that's all. Anyway, what brings you to Savalon? Don't tell me they banished you from Musa too. No, wait, Musa got smashed to pieces, right?
Hey, watch your mouth.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry if you're upset, Your Highness. Too soon, I guess? And who might you be?
I'm...
On second thoughts, I don't care.
Wow. You know this guy?
His name is Orpheus. He was Musa's court minstrel. He wormed his way into my father's affections, then began embezzling funds at the earliest opportunity.
Right, that'll get you exiled right enough. Can't say I'm surprised. The fellow's got bad apple written all over him.
I'm standing right here, you know. Look, the life of a groundbreaking artist doesn't come cheap. Honestly, it's so hard being amazing. You still don't get me at all, do you, Your Highness? Some things never change.
Do you really imagine I have the slightest interest in what you think of me after all that's happened? I have far more important things to worry about.
Wow. Tough crowd. Well, I know when I'm not wanted. Time to exit stage right. Come again soon, Your Highness. Thank you, and good night.
That guy's a real piece of work. Don't let him get to you, Gloria.
Oh, I don't intend to. I have neither the time nor the inclination. Now, shall we make our way to the palace?
Alright, so you are dual classing as the bard and the thief, I take it. Let's see. Panoramic view. Any side quests? There's a side quest in that one house in the middle there. Alright. Are the treasure chests in this town going to be in the same location that they were in the demo? There were a couple treasure chests in this town in the demo. You have nothing to say. You're thinking hard about something or another. Attempting to concentrate all one's efforts on offensive strategies, any battle party worth its salt requires at least one member specializing in defense. The heavier the armor worn, the more likely the wearer is to be targeted. Is that how it works? Okay. Making a member of your party the focus of enemy attacks in this way can be highly beneficial. Such as the Vanguard, for example. As long as your defensive powerhouse stays standing, the rest of your party can concentrate on attacking and healing without fear of coming under attack themselves. It is, as the wise men say, the best form of attack is often defense. The roundabout path is sometimes the quickest. Alright. Generally speaking, increasing one's defense with sturdy armor will also increase one's likelihood of being targeted by the enemy. This means that equipping party members with lighter armor can sometimes be a way of preventing them from being attacked. Of course, in the event that they are attacked, they will be more heavily damaged. This technique is something of a double-edged sword by its very nature. This, I believe, is the house with the side quest. Collect some seashells. Fetch quest. I assume that's going to be monster drops or something. Savalon's kings do not wield absolute power. Instead, the realm of the is governed with the aid of a specially selected cadre of elders such as myself. The council is currently engaged in a series of emergency sessions seeking to resolve the crisis of the rising waters. Alas, despite many hours of debate, the solution has yet to be agreed upon. This, sadly, is just one of the disadvantages of our peculiar political system. That is one metaphor for gridlock. You will not climb up that high ever again, you understand? If you fall, you will die. You are a dog, not a cat, don't forget that. I need to know more. I need to hear more of the story. No. I want to talk to this guy. Again, the game not allowing me to talk to the people who I want to talk to. This path leads directly up to the palace. Its doors are always open, even to those who are strangers to our kingdom. King Orion has always prided himself on his open mind and is a voracious consumer of tales from foreign lands. That sounds like a security flaw. Alas, His Majesty has not been well as of late. He may not currently be available for an audience. The blazing heat of the day is best avoided. This is why I prefer duty at night. Is it nighttime now? I think it's nighttime now. Let's see, I think this is the inn over here. Can I sleep? Can I take a nap? Alright, I can. I will spend a little bit of gold, and I will get my, my magic points back. Alright. I think I will end it off soon. I'm going to explore the rest of the town and then end it off before I go into the, to the palace or whatever. Let's see. Hang on. Oh, that's neat. You can still see the world outside the building when you go into buildings. That's kind of neat. Alright, did I talk to you yet? I will try to swim, but I'm frightened that my head will go underwater and I will not be able to breathe. Oh, do not tell any of the grown-ups this. We are not supposed to go near the water at all. Alright, so for someone who doesn't like the heat, you sure are all resistant to cooling off. Hello? Oh, I'm hitting the B button, not the A button. The water keeps rising. We have no way of stopping it. Still, we're alive. For that, at least, we must be grateful. Everything is being lost to the water. Houses, possessions, memories. Alright, very, quite a problem. Now, there's one part of town which I didn't visit, and that is, whatever is actually out here. Not sure if I'll be able to go in the building, but I can talk to the people outside it. The kingdom of Savalon has two princes, Prince Castor and Prince Pollux. Castor, the older brother, has a brilliant mind, but a reputation for being haughty and unapproachable. Pollux, on the other hand, has the common touch, but many question his qualities as a leader of men. Many suspect that the floods have been caused by the waterways that Bernard dug under the city. He does love to throw the money he makes from the gaming hall around without a thought, but then, had he not done so, he never would have made it as an elder. I suppose Orpheus is correct. Wait, Orpheus correct? That cannot possibly be true. What in the world was I thinking? Who? This guy? Or the, no, that was the, Orpheus was the bard. Alright. You guys are probably gonna deny me entry. He's busy and not receiving visitors. Can't go in there. I do not understand what happened. One moment I was demanding answers from Bernard, and the next I was meekly returning home. It must have been Orpheus's words that caused my change of heart. Curse the silver-tongued snake. Just in case there was any doubt as to what you thought of that guy. But this is a treasure chest. That is a spear. This is a, that is a treasure chest that was indeed there in the demo. There was a second one off, sort of floating in the middle of the water. And I don't know where the third one is. Probably in, like, the theater or the castle or something. Beyond lie the dungeons wherein hardened criminals dwell. It is a place no ordinary citizen has any business entering. I want to now. Oh, can I actually? It's not just a locked door? Alright, so you tell me the same thing as the guy outside and you're just getting in the way, so I can't actually go through. Okay. Again, would have been nice to have someone blocking the way before I go through the loading screen twice, but never mind. It's only a couple seconds, honestly. let's see. So I'm going to do a little bit of equipment hunting. And then I'm going to end the video. Okay, you know what? Let me just go out into a battle somewhere and just grab those 7 job points. And be done with it. I will be right back. Okay, Black Mage's specialty is Regenerate Default. So that's just his, like, his innate ability. As a Black Mage, Elvis is regenerating HP on default. Did I speak to you? Oh, this is fast travel. Alright. That's useful. Fast travel is nice. Halcyona, Savalon, and wherever we happen to go in the future. Alright. So, I'm gonna stand outside the shop over here, and... firstly, abilities. Drago can have the solar-powered ability. And then he can switch his job back to the Vanguard. That is gonna be your main job. I guess your sub-job can be the freelancer. Gloria, I said was going to... Okay. Gloria, I said was going to go from Vanguard to Monk. You know what? Before I do that, let's see what everybody looks like dressed up as the Monk. Elvis, Black Mage. Alright, so you've got similar pants and a flowery top to, the Horton guy. Adele as the Monk. Alright, that is a dress. That is black and blue instead of white and pink, white and blue, whatever the other one was. Alright, we can set you back to the White Mage. Me as the Monk. Alright, I'm not noticing the variation here that I noticed as the God, what was it? The Vanguard? With the different colored things on the uniform, but it'll do. And lastly, you. Okay, this one is greenish. This one has a green color scheme instead of a blue and purple one. Okay, that's cool. Let me go through my equipment and stuff. Okay, Drago is now the Vanguard. Should I use the first person pronoun here? Should I just say I am now the Vanguard? Freelancer sub job. This is my equipment. My defenses have gone up quite a bit since I went and bought some useful items in the defense department. Gloria is still the White Mage. No, Adele is still the White Mage. Gloria is now the Monk, the one that I just picked up. I gave her a bow, an iron bow in both hands. I figured I'll remove that once I start picking up abilities that do more when you have no things in your hands, no weapon equipped. But for now, the iron bow looks like it'll do a fair amount of damage. Elvis, still the wizard, still the mithril staff, still the wizard's rod, still trying to pump his magic attack as high as it'll go. No special charm item, whatever those are called yet. I haven't bothered to go and look into any of them. I'm sure I'll pick up some good ones eventually. Adele, still the White Mage. You now have a shield. I think you had like a dagger before, but regardless, now you have a shield. Your maximum HP is very high since your bronze bangle and iron bangle is both. I want to say that's like 900 additional hit points between those two items. That's pretty. That's a lot of hit points. So you should be able to stay alive pretty well. Is what this is going to boil down to. I see you have a chance of being targeted listed as a stat now outright instead of just being a hidden like aggro stat. My chance of being targeted is nearly twice that of Adele's, more than twice that of Gloria's, a little less than twice that of Elvis, and there we are. So, hopefully between the 1379 max HP and the physical defense of 117, I should be able to sponge a couple hits as the Vanguard over here. So, that's going to be it for now. I'm going to end things off in the next part. It's off to the castle to see what we have to do story-wise. I hope you all enjoyed that, and I will see you all later.